So this sequence is interesting for me because, as you saw, it is very similar from the point of the content point of view to the previous one, because you can say it's a kind of experiment of telekinesis, but you don't receive the sequence with the same way, because in the previous sequence, the question was, is it true or is it fake? And if it's true, is the channel believes that it's real, and or the channel is it wrong to pretend that this kind of phenomena is possible or not, and so on. In this sequence, you accept immediately. You can accept this sequence. You can accept something that I don't accept from my point of view in life, is the fact that by the only force of the eye, a little child can make a glass fall down. I can accept it because it's a very beautiful sequence, and I see in this sequence a lot of details which are very unrealistic. I would say the snow falling in the room, the whistling of the train, the scraping of the glass on the table, the hymn to joy that you heard at the end, and so on. A lot of things which are invented and which are characteristic of fiction. So you see that the same action, the same phenomena is not interpreted in the same way according to the manner you classify this sequence into the genres. Umberto Eco said in one of his book, asked the question where he says in an article which is called in French, TV, la transparence perdue, c'est la transparencia perdida. He says that the main way of classifying fiction is also fiction against reality. But it is not very, it's not sure to know how to classify the game. Is the game from the reality side, or is the game from the fictitious side? Does it tell the truth or staged fiction? As to me, I consider that game and the ludic world is a third way of making worlds. You have the real worlds, the fiction which is in a way a mental world, and the ludic world, which is between reality and fiction. Why? Near to reality, because a lot of games speak of reality. They ask questions about reality. They for instance, they ask to guess if something is a truth or a lie, and so on. But it's near to fiction too, because game is based on a coherent world with the famous rules of the games, which defines the game. So this word, I've just say some little things about this third world. Game is a free activity. It's a game for game in a way, but you are different degrees of the ludic gratuitousness. I would say that some games are more games than others. Roger Caillois, who was an anthropologue, distinguishes 4 types of games. The first one is called ilinx. Ilinx, it's a Greek word which literally means a whirlwind of water. You can put all the games based on the search of dizziness for acrobatics, fall, skids, bungee jumping, and so on. The second category is Aléa, the game of chance, gambling. The third game is Agon. It's another Greek word, which means fight and competition. You have a lot of games and TV games which are based on the Agon, competition between teams, or competition, mental competition, physical competition, and so on. And the last category is mimicry. Mimicry is the faculty that some animals have of copying their environment to be green when they are in the grass, like the chameleon. So Caillois put all the games which are based on the fact of simulate something, of acting something, and so on. So you have different state of mimicry. Some mimicries are near to the real world. For instance, all the game of roles, and we will see that, for instance, télé-réalité, télé-réalidad, or reality show, it's very near to this category. Forfeits, which are very near to the fictitious world. I would say it's for fun, and so we arrive to this very simple triangle. I would say that all the programs, all the genres can be located on this triangle. This is the 3 interpretants of all the TV program and all the TV genres. But you noticed, and I know that you were going to ask me the question, you noticed that there is no program, no genre on that. Why? It's because if certain genres are very simple to locate on this triangle, for instance, news speaks of the real world, series speaks about fictitious world, game, political, and so on, is true. But for new genres and for certain genres, it's very difficult to know where this program must be located. For instance, reality show. Is reality show a reality, or is it a show and rather a ludic activity, or is there a part of fiction in the reality show, and so on?